What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cusco on the ones and twos, doing it big, never small, and I'm doing it gigantic right now because my favorite Mortal Kombat game, and quite honestly one of my favorite video games of all time, Mortal Kombat X, is making a return. We have some news to hop into, but before we get started with today's video, it would mean the world if you would leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps my channel out tremendously, and let me know what your thoughts are on when it comes to Mortal Kombat X. Were you a fan of the game? Were you not too keen on it? Was it a little bit too fast paced, or was maybe the 50-50 is a little bit too much? Please let me know as I read all the comments, and I love reading y'all's thoughts. Releasing 4 years after, NetherRealm Studios' rebooted project simply titled Mortal Kombat, better known as Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat X explodes onto store shelves in April of 2015, and they took everything about MK9 and just cranked it to 11. The gameplay was breakneck speed, being quite possibly the fastest NetherRealm Studio games ever made, as it reintroduces the sprint mechanic that was originally found in Mortal Kombat 3, and this led to fast-paced, high thrills gameplay action. But that's not the only feature that stands out. Variations made its debut in Mortal Kombat X, allowing you to pick between 3 unique versions of a character that alters their special moves as well as their abilities. Not only does this feature allow you to express yourself in regards to piloting your character, but it was also beneficial to conquering bad matchups without the need to switch characters. Sprinkle on the interactive environments, allowing you to gain positional advantage, as well as even more ways to brutally finish your opponent. It's no shock that Mortal Kombat X kept both players and spectators coming back. The gameplay was addictive and the tournaments were popping. Well, up until the release of Injustice 2. The tragic reality of competitive Mortal Kombat games is that they generally only have 2-year lifespans. NetherRealm Studios, in support of their previous games, to work on their next project, leaving players to ditch the old and embrace the new with little signs of looking back. This leads to major tournaments constantly changing out the flagship NRS game, leaving events to adapt to the newest game, except one tournament series in particular that aims to break the mold. On January 3rd of 2025, Combo Breaker announced that their upcoming tournament, Combo Breaker 2025, is going to feature Mortal Kombat X as a main tournament game. For people that are unfamiliar with Combo Breaker, it is considered the top 3 biggest fighting game tournaments in the world, alongside EVO and CEO. It is the successor to Keith's old tournament titled Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament, where he passed the mantle over to Rick the Hado to lead Combo Breaker starting in 2015 for years to come. The team over at Combo Breaker are fans of NRS games, and the tournament even takes place in the home of Mortal Kombat, being Chicago. Not only did Combo Breaker debut in 2015, it was also the very first major tournament for Mortal Kombat X. 10 years later, we're celebrating the 10th year anniversary of Combo Breaker, as well as the 10th year anniversary of Mortal Kombat X. Looking back, NetherRealm just hasn't been able to capture that lightning in a bottle that they did with Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat 11 comes out 4 years after MKX, and it took everything that people loved about MKX and did the complete opposite. The speed of the game was drastically toned down. There's no more agility meters, so there's no running at your opponents anymore. The combo system has been scaled down significantly to do more of a cinematic approach, with the introduction of crushing blows, leading to bigger damage and shorter combos. Competitively speaking, Mortal Kombat 11 is the more sound fighting game out of the two, but it sacrifices the fun factor that was filled within Mortal Kombat X. In September of 2023, NetherRealm releases Mortal Kombat 1, hoping to bridge the gap of Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay wise, ditching the crushing blow cinematic approach and instead bringing back the more freestyling combos for people to really express themselves and have fun with the game. Although NRS listened to people's feedback about how Mortal Kombat 11 can feel like a dry and stale fighting game at times, they took action to fix the gameplay, but at the same time introducing quite possibly the most polarizing mechanic in Mortal Kombat history. And of course, I'm talking about the cameo system. Instead of making Mortal Kombat 1 a 2v2 fighting game, in which quite honestly I feel like would have been a better approach and would have been received better, they opt for a 1v1 game with assists to call out, to basically be extensions of your own character. The cameo system found in Mortal Kombat 1 caused a great divide within the community alone. Add on to the fact that the game was half-baked, features and game modes were missing for up to a year or two, as well as its predatory microtransactions. Mortal Kombat 1 was met with very lukewarm response, and with people dropping Mortal Kombat altogether, myself included. Now you're probably wondering, Cusco, what does this have to do with Mortal Kombat X? These are the ingredients necessary to break the trend of NetherRealm games dying immediately after the next title comes out. Mortal Kombat 1 being considered a flop by consumers, because the game did sell well, but people actually bought and played the game, not necessarily feeling it as much as the other Mortal Kombat games, definitely paves way for people to go back to older titles to revisit and truly lift them back up. Mortal Kombat X is a phenomenal game. Combo Breaker is now hosting Mortal Kombat X 10 years later. Granted, it is the 10th year anniversary of Mortal Kombat X, but would this have happened if Mortal Kombat 1 wasn't in the state that it is now? We could see more Mortal Kombat X in the future, more tournaments, more players playing the game, streams. We even have Destroyer already doing a Mortal Kombat X Revival tournament series online. One thing that might seem a bit wishful thinking, but at the same time it doesn't feel like it's out of reach, is that this could send a message to NetherRealm Studios letting them know that they really hit it off with Mortal Kombat X and that we want to see more stuff like that in the future. This could potentially affect their upcoming project for it to be really exciting as much as Mortal Kombat X is, fast paced, etc. Or it could also send them a message that maybe they want to revisit some older games like Mortal Kombat 9 or Mortal Kombat X and re-release it for modern platforms. That would be sick. Mortal Kombat X is not only one of my favorite fighting games, it's one of my favorite video games of all time, and I've done so much within the scene as far as going to tournaments. I've done a little bit of commentary, and I've met so many phenomenal people due to this game alone. The fact that the game is coming back for Combo Breaker is phenomenal to me. It gets me really excited for the future of Mortal Kombat X. Even if it is just this one tournament, the fact that people are able to see the game at a high level as well as enjoy it all over again is great news to me. And hey, if you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you so very much. I truly do appreciate it. And you can also follow me over at twitch.tv/Cusco, as I'm sure I'll be playing Mortal Kombat X on my stream from here leading up to Combo Breaker. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.